Yo YouTube, CC here with the Week 4 recap for Pool C of the LLL, the Ubers UU Draft League that has been going on. Yeah, I'm just gonna dive in because there are 5 matches waiting for you guys, hot from the oven. Let's go, let's hop in this. With the first thing I have to say, congratulations Steel. The first 3 weeks were very rough on you. 3 5-0 losses, I believe. But this, man, you showed up, bro. You showed up. An excellent display of the mouse hold, just removing hazards when they needed it most. And from that point on, you kind of picked up momentum. You knew what Mon was gonna wreak havoc. That Palkia O. Yeah, Palkia O did the Palkia O thing, guys. For real, this is the first time Palkia O actually did something in his league, I feel like. This subset was enough to break down graded. And I'm not gonna sit on it too long. It was a 6-0, I believe. And again, especially congratulations to Steel. You finally turned it around. And hey, potentially can still make playoffs. So great to see that. And you know, graded. Sometimes it happens. You know, it's rough, but you can bounce back. We know that. From a 6-0 to a very close match, in a match where PausChamp really had the beginning of the game. The first 7 turns were his, I feel like. But after that Entei went for Trailblaze, it all went downhill. Min really regained that momentum, that offensive pressure, and put herself in the best position possible. Again, I feel like I broke a record at this point. Hex are not in PausChamp's favor. I don't know what you did to piss off the gods. You kind of just lose by Hex every week. And in this case, this was I believe a ceaseless ass miss. Yeah, it sucks. You know, it sucks. But I can't take away from the fact that Min did some very big things with that Entei. Entei did so much work. That's the first time Entei actually pulled up. Entei actually did something, so congratulations with that. Yeah, great Entei display, and it just sucks for them. These ceaseless edge mates. It's a 1-0 win for Min the Meteor. Porto, just stop bullying people. Porto is, yeah, has been excellent in this competition, and now even that one Sableye knows the wrath of the mushroom. I want to really applaud Porto for its patience. It was a very patient win. It was it methodically, and I know previous weeks they kind of just had the matchup and leaned towards that. For example, in Magirna late game or whatever. But this match was so methodic and very patient, and I really love to see that in this game. At a certain point, I believe in like turn 5, I already knew what direction this match was gonna go in, but it was still very amusing to see how Porto implemented its plan. He didn't have to rush anything, and it was very methodically, like I said. I believe it's a 6-0 once again for Porto, picking up another W. Now we are moving on to our little steam train Naimed, picking up some real speed right now. Last week was a good performance. It was a first win, I believe. This week they get another 5-0, very dominant performance. And I really want to highlight that Heracross. Ruben, its first match, I believe they replaced Power Hero, so it's kind of, you know, you have to get the hang of things. I do like the Zamazenta. I believe it was a subset. It was a very cool bring, and they did try to pick up momentum from time to time, but I think Naimed really had the double switch game going on every time. Like I said, that Heracross was really excellent. The first time in this league where I felt like, yeah, Heracross is that mon. It was that mon this week. And now we move on to Game of the Week. It's Icy versus Oceanic, the Battle of the Dawns. We knew this match was gonna come, and of course we have to highlight it. This is a Game of the Week. No matter the outcome, these two giants have to face off versus each other. Nah, but for real, love both guys. As for Oceanic Mons,
of course we have the Necrozma Duskwing, the famed Necrozma Duskwing, Roaring Moon, Great Tusk, Revavroom, Azu, Zapdos, Colossal, Low Kicks, their beloved, Thwacky, and Screamtail, versus Zamazenta crowned Pelifin, Regieleki, Corviknight, Weavile, Swampert, Mukalola, Basque Legion female, Pikachu, Vespiquen, and Tinkertuff.
Don't sleep on a Pikachu. don't sleep on a Pikachu. But for real though, some very threatening offense from Icy's side. I'm gonna highlight that first. Zamazenta has such a good matchup, bro. I don't like Zapdos in face of that, but Zama for the rest has a very cool matchup. So I do want to highlight that Zamazenta, Pelifin, Regieleki core, the top 3 mons. Zamazenta has an excellent matchup, especially with the Pelifin. You can couple that to really pressure Zapdos. For example, Protective Pads Pelifin, great word, could really chip down so that Zamazenta could clean late game. Regieleki perhaps really forcing some switches, forcing that Great Tusk to come out every time. It could be very cool offensive core. Couple that with a Corviknight for balance as such. I just want to see Pikachu. I don't know how good the matchup is. I just want to see Pikachu. Versus Oceanic Gamer with that Roaring Moon. I feel like Roaring Moon has to shine 1 week. Don't know if it's this week per se. Great Tusk though has to come because of the Regieleki, so that's a must. I think Azu could do something this match. Colossal has to come, kind of as an answer to the Zamazenta, so perhaps a Terra Fire Colossal or Terra Water Colossal to answer versus that Zamazenta. Terra Flying can even work. I could see, I have to see Zapdos of course, yeah, that's a given. And I could see a support Screamtail to kind of keep things, cohesive for this match. Like I said, I really like that offensive core that Icy has to offer. But I feel like Oceanic could really prevail if they balance, if they really patiently use that Zapdos, patiently use that Great Tusk, really keep them alive as much as possible. I feel like Oceanic kind of has this in the, I don't want to say in the bag, but I think they know what they're doing. So I kind of lean towards Oceanic Gamer for this match. But that was a long enough intro. Let's just dive into the match and see what happens here. With that Zapdos Elite versus a Corviknight, the Battle of the Birds. Of course, threatened by that Volt Switch. Actually pulls out a U-turn to get that momentum. And we could just see a trade of rocks, but we don't see a trade of rocks. We see Reflect versus Bulk Up, which is very interesting. Great Tusk, do you want to risk that HP? Well, Oceanic does want to risk that HP in face of another Bulk Up, and it starts bulking up itself. Didn't expect the Great Tusk to be to be Bulk Up. Kind of expected a AV set or a bulky set, but yeah, apparently it's Bulk Up, and it's bulking up in the face of a Swampert versus a Swampert. Kind of an interesting matchup right now, but they pull out the Roar, and that's, dude, didn't see it coming. I know it has Roar, but letting it set up that much was insane though. And now you're just in the face of a very offensive Great Tusk. You don't want to switch it in, so Corviknight of course has to come. EQ on the predicted, switching in the predicted EQ. Supercell Slam though, interesting bring. Getting momentum, but almost getting rid of that Corviknight, and Tusk getting rid of Basque Legion. Tusk being a very, very big nuisance in this part of the game. EQ on a, I don't know why, but honestly don't know why. Supercell Slam gets rid of the Corviknight, and that's a dead Corviknight. And at this point, Regieleki can get rid of it with a Terra Blast, but just see how much devastation that Great Tusk has left at the battlefield. I feel like this is the momentum Oceanic really needed. It was a very different set, like I said, than I expected beforehand, but it was a very interesting bring nonetheless. Zapdos getting that momentum back in the game. Screamtail once again facing off versus that Swampert and doing the same damn thing it did before, setting up that Reflect. And is it gonna dip again? No, it isn't. It has the Wish, and a Wish is very important. That's something that can keep that Azu alive. It can keep that the Zapdos alive. It needs to. In this case, going for a belly drum behind the Reflect. Is Swampert carrying Roar itself? It is not carrying Roar itself. It has to bulk up into Terra Poison. Knockoff easily tanks that hit, going for a bulk up once again. And is this something Azu can break? Doesn't seem like it. High horsepower, 62% on the Azu. Azu getting chipped down, getting beaten down, but that Swampert is almost down itself. With the Swampert down, Zapdos is getting harder and harder to get rid of. Weavile really being that crutch that needs to kill the bird, but is it able to kill the bird? That's the question. Zama able to pressure that Zapdos once again. Zapdos are really getting dwindled down. At this point, it's just Iron defenses on the Zapdos. Very interesting. Doesn't have a Heat Wave anymore, I believe. so rip that. Oh, it does. It doesn't. Yeah, never mind. It has Heat Wave, chips it down. It's not enough to really out damage Zamazenta. In this case, it has to leave itself low so it can get picked off. But Zapdos, you put up such a damn good fight. Really did a lot, as expected. And now it's just a matter of Regieleki and Weavile, those two offensive juggernauts, versus the rest of Oceanic's team. And is it able to actually withstand the pressure? This Screamtail is setting up the light screen once again, going for a play rough, a little bit of chip damage, or potentially breaking a sash if it has a sash. Getting paralyzed here, yeah, don't know what it would have done, perhaps a wager or something, but now it doesn't get the opportunity. Weavile gets brought in by a Volt Switch, and now Colossal, yeah, what is Colossal gonna do? I expected a Terra, but it doesn't show Terra just yet. It burns the Regieleki with Flamethrower, which is kinda funny. It takes 50% from that Thunderbolt, gets a Rep Spin kill with Burn, yeah, interesting. Weavile, is it able to actually take down this Colossal? With a triple axle, it is not, so it probably is a banded Weavile. It had to go for the triple axle, but unfortunately, it is a burned Weavile, and burned Weavile, they don't do a lot of things right. Yeah, that sucks. I see you put up a good fight, and I really thought at one point that you put enough pressure with that Swampert on Oceanic's team. I really love seeing it, but getting roared out at that moment just sucked for you. It really killed your momentum, killed your buzz. Oceanic, yeah, I don't know. You had balls of steel, my dude, to go for roar that late and out bulking up the Swampert. That was amazing of you. I really loved how you managed your HP on that Zapdos when you needed to. It was overall just a solid 2-0 win. It was a very entertaining match. Yeah, just wanted to highlight that as the game of the week. So now we are diving into the standings. We still have technically 3 teams that are undefeated. Porto, won 4 times. Incredible King still has a match left. And Min had a match that didn't go through, so it didn't technically win nor lose that match. So that's interesting. But Toast, Nymet, Oceanic Gamer, and Icy are all 2 wins in. Ruben, but yeah, technically in playoffs right now. Steel with the first win, congratulations once again. Maybe League can clinch playoffs, we just don't know yet. Graded, that one Sableye and PostChamp, all kinda in the back. They could still come back, but you know, they aren't as soaring as much as Porto. Porto at this point probably is safe for playoffs, so congratulations, my dude. You played your heart out this match. Congratulations, my dude. You played your heart out in the past couple of weeks, so you earned that #1 spot for now. And with that praise behind me, let me just praise one more Mon this week. I just want to go for Heracross right now. Why? Because it's kind of an unsung hero, and it really did a lot to keep momentum alive. Sometimes you don't have to be the most powerful Mon, you just have to be there. You have to have the threatening offense to scare out an Umbreon at times. It was very important just to be there, and sometimes that's just what it takes to be Mon of the Week, so it gets Mon of the Week for me. Even though I kind of want to go Tusk, but you know, that's it. And with that being said, that's everything I had to record for this video. Guys, I want to see you guys next week, in week 5 already. In a shocking turn of events, the moment I wanted to edit the video, I figured out that Incredible King and Toast probably did their match at the last second. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of a blind reaction while the battle goes on in the background. I love the Colbur berry on Solgaleo, by the way, with the revenge kill in close combat, which is insane. Crawdon being an absolute nuisance in this league thus far. That's a great way to work around it. It really baits the opponent. So I love this set. I also love seeing Iron Defense here. Is it Iron Defense Morning Sun? Yes, it is. Dude, I love that set. Yo, Morgrim with the first kill of the season. Let's go. Good for you, Morgrim. Oh, no. No. It's out again. It's go for a Calm Mind. Terra Ground. We've seen this before. Is it going to sweep? I don't think it's gonna sweep. Of course, now I see the Toxic. It's probably not gonna sweep because Aromatherapy is not in the game anymore. But I thought it wasn't gonna be able to break all 4 of those mons. But, you know, it might do damage. I don't know how it can... Does it have storage power anymore in this gen? No, damn. Yeah, that's a way to kill a Comfey. Palkia, Thunderbolt. Oh no, Spatial Rend. That does the job as well. Spatial Rend is here. Oh wait, Terra Fairy, you like it? Oh, nice, good pick. Yeah, I don't think Gambit is gonna clean all 4 mons at this point, and that's a kill for Tauros. So it was just a matter of Palkia had a great matchup in general. I didn't see the Blissey. I think a mixed Palkia would have dealt with Blissey as well. But I didn't see Blissey, so I knew Palkia was going to have a good matchup. I loved the creative way of getting rid of Crawdon, of course. Comfey, kind of a nuisance once again, but not really being able to chip down Weezing because of the lack of coverage. But yeah, that's a great way to facilitate Palkia late game in the back. Tauros being faster than anything on the field, that's a good thing to have in the back as well. So yeah, that's a well-deserved win from Incredible King. I didn't see too much hacks, so yeah, GG.